So here we have the Ford Focus 1 litre EcoBoost style on a 66 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you'll see it's a 5-door car. We'll start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you'll see we've got a 60/40 split folding rear seat as well as plenty of boot space. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in great condition all the way round. Just before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, the seats are in great condition. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we've got the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. In the middle at the bottom, we've got the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauges, and then at the top, you can see the total miles for this car are 13,483. Above that is the digital readout for the speedometer. That makes up part of the trip computer. You can change the information that's displayed there by pushing buttons on the left-hand side of the steering wheel for various different bits of fuel economy information, as you can see, all the way back round to the beginning again. So on the steering wheel itself, on the left-hand side here, we've got the buttons I was using a moment ago. And on the right-hand side, we've got stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button in the middle, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you. That is, of course, once you've paired the phone, which is done on the central screen. You can see the phone button itself on the stereo unit just here, along with a few other buttons, but the screen itself is just above that. So firstly, before we come back to the phone, when it comes to radio, you can see this car's got DAB digital radio, but it also has FM and AM radio as well. There are a few other ways to listen to music. If you press the media button on the main stereo, you can see that you've got 2 USB inputs. You can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio, and there's various different mobile apps. And if we go down on the unit itself, you'll see the CD player as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music all in all. The main unit, they're the 2 buttons I was using predominantly, but you've got the arrows here that can help navigate around certain menus, and then your main volume control just here. Beneath that, we've got the air conditioning, so you can adjust the temperature on the far right-hand side, fan speed on the left, press that button to turn the air conditioning on. When that light is on, the air conditioning is on, so you can turn it off again should you wish to. And then these middle buttons will determine where within the car you'd like the air to blow. And then underneath that, we've got a USB input, a 12-volt charging socket underneath here, and then this button is for the stop and start. So this car is designed to cut out in traffic when you're stationary to save you fuel. Pushing that button turns the system off, although there is something you'd have to do each and every time you start the car. If you're unsure of exactly how this works, there's a video on our website giving you a good demonstration, also on our Facebook page as well, so it's worth checking that out. We then have a 5-speed manual gearbox, and all the way back here we have the second USB input. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.